Hey, everyone. Blockchain Bernie here, my latest episode streaming live out of fabulous Las Vegas. Gary Gensler is leaving office soon on January 20th, so less than 1 week. And he had to say some things today. Maybe it was his last remarks while in office. So let's see. And yeah, who is Gary Gensler? I had a few videos about him before. And he has been the SEC chair, and he has had, as many people perceive, including myself, quite an anti-crypto stance for the past couple of years. Of course, it could always have been worse, right? So let's be thankful for everything that has been possible. But I think most of the crypto community now is really happy to see someone else moving in there. But yeah, I just wanted to shine some light here in this little video about what Gary just said, basically, right? And there's a little bit of insight to learn here, right? So it says departing SEC chair Gary Gensler slams crypto again, but says Bitcoin is different, right? So that's a narrative that I'm hearing often, right? It's like, well, Bitcoin is kind of the real thing, right? Because it was there first. So many people think like, oh, it's kind of different, right? Because, yeah, part of it is true. It has that first mover advantage. It has the brand recognition. If you ask people on the streets, and I did that in some of my videos, just asking people on the streets about Bitcoin and crypto, you have some chance that they've heard about Bitcoin. But, having heard about Ethereum, Solana, or Ripple, you name it, Tether, the chances are way, way lower, right? So the brand recognition of Bitcoin is way, way higher. And of course, it is the original thing. So, but it doesn't have functionality, right? It doesn't have smart contracts, right? And that's a whole new world that has been opened back in 2015 with the advent of Ethereum, as we all know. So Bitcoin doesn't have anything like that. But let's listen here. Let's see again what Gary said. So he said in the twilight of his tenure, SEC Chair Gary Gensler maintained that Bitcoin is unique from other coins that he thinks are less likely to persist. So that, again, is a statement that I'm hearing much. And, people that, mostly it's people that don't know that much about those other cryptos, right? And they hear about NFT craze and the meme coin craze and everything. So they think like, oh, that's not likely to persist, but they don't understand smart contracts. Many of them don't understand smart contracts or what you can do on top of smart contracts, how smart contracts could evolve. For example, what Xandeum is working on is adding a storage layer to smart contracts so that we can build real apps with the storage layer on Solana. So Gary is, first of all, a finance guy, and he's a regulator guy, like a career politician, administrative, public servant, civil servant type of guy. So he's definitely not someone that understands smart contracts or think the world needs smart contracts. He's thinking about money, right? And if you only think about money, then it makes a lot of sense to trust Bitcoin because, yeah, they were first and it was their one and only goal to kind of create sound money and decentralized money and all these things. So he appeared on CNBC's Squawk Box, and he was talking a lot about Bitcoin here. We see that here. I think that Bitcoin is a highly speculative, volatile asset. Well, we didn't need Gary to know that, right? But with 7 billion people around the globe, 7 billion people want to trade it. just like we have gold for 10,000 years, right? So absolutely. And we have Bitcoin, and it might be something else in the future as well. All right. So Paul Atkins is going to be his successor, and we expect a really different stance on crypto from Paul Atkins there. And yeah, those were the words that we just heard today from Gary, right? But this is kind of a really controversial take on, is Bitcoin likely to persist, and all the others, including Ethereum, Solana, XYZ, probably won't be there 10 years from now. Do you think that is true, or don't you think that is true? Do you think Bitcoin is really special or the only true crypto? I have a very differentiated opinion on that. I do think Bitcoin will persist just because of the brand recognition. But I do think it doesn't have many unique features, right? So you can have these features with other stuff as well. I don't even believe in that store of value other than the brand recognition and being the first mover advantage. But yeah, how do you see things, right? You can really have lots of opinions on that, and I respect them all. And you know, nobody knows, right? We might be, 20 years from now looking into it, and Bitcoin is really the only one that survived, right? But maybe something happens to Bitcoin, and some bug in their code or whatever drains it all down the drain, or something happens to the brand name. It's quite unlikely, I would say, right? And but with those smart contract things, maybe it's more likely something could happen there, as we've seen on Solana with outages and all these things. So maybe it's a correct statement, right? Maybe it's a correct statement that likely Bitcoin will be there. Is it the best investment, though? That all depends on your personal situation and your investment goals, and your risk appetite and everything. Even though I have some, nuanced opinion on the risk for Bitcoin versus other cryptos, I don't necessarily think Bitcoin is the lowest risk. But what do you think about it, right? What do you think about Gary's words, the last words, and while he was in office? Does he have a point there, or is he just wrong, or doesn't he understand smart contracts, or all these things? I just want to know your view. Please leave me your comments right down below here. Also, I'm asking you for giving me that like button. That would be really helpful for the channel. And also, if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. So that was my quick video for today, and hope to see you down there in the comments, and catch you guys later. Peace.